12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, remaining start, 2, 1, boost ignition, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery, returning to the space station, paving the way for future missions beyond.
Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. That is right, traders. We have liftoff in the markets, and it's been something that I've been talking about for quite some time, and it's not going to go up every single day, but it's something that I've been saying, guys, we're getting very, very close to a bottom of the markets. Get ready for some movement to the upside. And even did a video yesterday, Rocket Man. So let's actually have a look at what the market has done today when it comes to stocky market. We'll have a look at the mining stocks and so on and so forth, because this is, to me right now, this is that launch pad, right? And we're just leaving the launch pad from the Rocket Man. So oh, by the way, traders, if you'd like to learn more about how I actually trade the markets, then just go to Johns, JOHNS, freetrading.com, or there should be very first link in the description. So let's have a look at the Dow Jones, which is the big dog in the house that I've been really focusing on. So the Dow Jones, which is something that I've been watching very, very closely, is the first thing that happened with the Dow Jones that I've been really watching, and I've been talking about for the last sort of couple of weeks now, for the last week really, is that this significant resistance and support is now becoming support through here. And I was saying that if we don't break down through here, then the buyers are going to come back in, and we're going to start to see a very nice move up. Now, looking at what's happening here with this market, we're actually now getting a bit of a lift off in the markets. It's interesting, right? It's like the market sells off. The interest rates go up. Now the market's going back up again. It's like what up? It's like the vid, right? It's like what? That doesn't make sense, because most people think, right, interest rate rising, it's going to crash the economy. And you know my thoughts on that, right? So especially my private clients, if you're watching this, you know exactly what my thoughts are. I even showed some statistical data over the last, was it 8 or 9 first rate hikes, and what that means moving forward and so on and so forth. So that's for my private clients there, but I won't go into that here. That's obviously for them, but moving forward now, we can see here we had a low through here, and we have this really significant support. And the big thing I was saying, I'm like, hang on a minute, traders, this actually could be a bit of a false breakout. I almost just spilled my energy drink, or my pre-workout. I'm taking a pre-workout right now because I'm getting ready to go to the gym. Because I've just finished my trading. My job's done. My job's done for the day. I've finished doing my trading. My job's done for the day. I'm off to the gym and then do whatever I want from there. But because I only trade really 1, maybe 2 hours per day. And then throughout the day, I might spend another couple hours whenever I want to, just going through the markets and researching and stuff like that. But that's the sort of way that I trade. Again, if you go to John's Free Training, very first thing in the description, you'll see exactly how I do that, because I use software to help me find these trades. So I don't have to sit in front of the screen all day. But if I choose to sit in front of the screen all day, then that's my choice. So the big thing I've been talking about here on the good old YouTubes is that we've actually had a significant level of support level through here, significant level of support. And look at all this support level through here and all through here. And look what's happening right now. I even did a video yesterday saying, here, oh man, here we go. It's starting, right? Rocket ship. And the big thing that I'm seeing here right now is, one, we bounced off support. Secondly, we're actually getting back above this level through here. So that's actually significant. Really, 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 really significant in the markets. And the really significant thing in the markets is that, look at this here. Look how much it looks. Look how many times it actually rejected all through here, right? And even if you did maybe through there somewhere, right? Look how much it actually rejected in the markets. So it actually rejected it once, twice, nothing there. 3, 4, And then yesterday was just slightly breaking above it, but we're starting to build that momentum, right? Starting to really build that momentum. And you can see here that we're actually also developing some sort of a wedge, right? And then the breakout and the run. So we can see that through there, right? And now the market's actually breaking back to the upside. So we have that through there. So, but now look what's happening. We're actually clearly getting back above the 34,000 level. So to me, where's next stop? New highs. Now, oh, that means tomorrow. No, we may even do that tomorrow. We may do that. We may do that tomorrow. Oh, John, you suck. You have no idea what you're talking about. You said it's going to go to new highs. It's like, not the next day. Come on. Maybe give it 3, 4, maybe more, right? Because it might go up like this a bit. We may see some very big move, and then we may see a bit of a pullback for a bit, right? And then we go for another move, right? Or it may just have we may have a big slingshot move, and we just continue to rise up, and we continue to see something like this, right? Powering up. You know, and then within 2 months, the market's making new highs, and people are like, oh my goodness, where'd this come from? For you guys have been following me now for this year, especially for the last month, I've been saying, yes, the market's pulling back, but get ready, guys. Get ready, because these stocks are getting ready to bottom. And guess what this guy's been doing? I've been taking advantage of this thing, right? We may be even getting ready for a bit of a slingshot move. Now, again, we just don't know. That there is a bit of a strong level of resistance through there, that point through there. So we may get even a bit of a rejection point here, and then a breakthrough. So that may be a bit of a level through there, but you know, that's where you can overcomplicate it, right? The big thing for me was this channel, right? Was this big support and resistance line coming back through here, and knowing we're getting back above that. Okay, so now but also what do we have here? We also have in this level here, when some people are really confused about why I did the video yesterday, right? We also have, there's 2 different types of patterns here. We could either say this is the double bottom, and if so, then we measure from there to there, and we project it up, and it's probably going to be that level. That's that next level of resistance where the market is probably going to run to. That's probably the the projection of this double bottom, and then breaking through. And then the market runs up, right? And then the market starts to move up. So we're probably going to run towards that projection, which is that 36, 30, 35, 60. What's that? 35,600 level. That's the projection from the double bottom. But if you see it as a double bottom, yeah, okay, on the closes. But I also see it as, look at this here. What do you think this is? So we have a low point through here, and then all this is what? A higher low when we're looking at the wicks as well too, right? So this is a higher low doing what? Breaking past previous highs. There is a lot of strength coming back into these markets right now, traders. I don't care what Putin is putting into these markets. Putin, right? Or the Fed or anything like that. All I do know is that we are getting ready for one incredible move to make for a move to all-time new highs, and we're starting to get the stabilization of the markets. Again, I'm listening to the markets. It's not me, right? It's not like, oh, here we go, and so on and so forth. No, it's all about listening to the markets, okay? And then also having a fantastic trading system, one of the best trading systems on the planet. This guy, again, traders, if you're having a hard time with these markets, you need to go to that John's free training. You just go do it, okay? The very first thing in the description there. So we can see here, guys, we're breaking back above it again. So again, we have liftoff, and we're starting to see that. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see now within the next few months this thing. Well, it depends, right? This actually could be a slingshot move, because if you've been seeing that fear and greed index for the last few weeks, we've been really pegging down to extreme fear. So now we're starting to get that buying leg up. And if anything, traders, some people hate me, some people like me. I don't give a shit whether you hate me or like me or so on and so forth. Just listen to the stuff that I teach you, because you can use this for the rest of your life. Okay? And what we also have on top of all this is what? This now whole thing is what? One big false breakdown, right? Because if it was a true breakout, right? Breakout of this support level, or breakdown. If it was a true breakdown, it wouldn't get back above it, right? It would actually reject it as resistance, maybe do something like this, and then continue down. Due to the fact we got back above it, is now telling us what? We may get a pullback through there, but then we're probably likely to see that level through there. So we are starting to see some really, really, really big strength on the DJ, right? S&P 500, we're not there quietly yet. Okay, we did find a bit of a double bottom yesterday. We did break out yesterday as well too. We're at this level of resistance right now, but again, traders, see this is about, listen to the markets, okay? Not me. Who gives a shit about me, right? It's about the markets. High, lower high, low, deeper bottom, and now we're actually at that level right now. So this is actually a double bottom. So if we have a look at the double bottom, so the double bottom is through there. So we have to use the projection. So let's actually use, it's probably going to be up through here, that 4,600 level. But if we measure from the low to the high, and that point through there, and that point through there, and we project this up, yeah, you can see that's actually the projection through there. So, but I'd have to say, conservative note, we actually use that level through there. So it does look like this double bottom. Again, guys, the market is talking to us. It's no longer making lower highs anymore, okay? We've actually found a level of support. And in fact, again, you can be technical here, but this actual low point and these lows through here is actually a slight high low, and now we're actually building strength. Guys, there is a lot of strength coming into the markets. That's why I've been doing videos for this week. I even did a session for my private clients this week. If you're interested in becoming a private client, then just email me and I'll be able to help you out there. So, but we have a low, higher low, and now we're breaking back up, okay? So now, again, the market is talking to us. So now low, higher low, and now we're starting to, there's a lot of buyers coming back into these markets now after this complete freak out in the markets and all this sort of stuff's happening. It's interesting, right? Like we go down. We've got the war, Russia, Ukraine, oh my goodness, the interest rates, they raise the interest rates and suddenly the market starts to go back up. I tell you right now, there is so many people right now going, that just does not make sense. What? I even did, like, you're looking at the Russell, right? The Russell is actually almost, the Russell is actually at a level of resistance where it is right now. We're not there yet, right? But we are starting to build a bit of momentum behind us. If we have a look here on the Russell, that's that Russell, which I'm using the IWM, which is the ETF there. The 210 level, this is the Russell there. That's that big level there. And I said that, this actually could be a good bottom. This actually could be a bottom because I was looking at the Dow Jones at the time. I'm like, if we could see a rise, and all markets start to rise to an all-time new high. And then someone said on my YouTube, like, John, how could the Russell break through the 210 level? That just does not make sense. And my comment was, LOL, welcome to the markets, because everything is opposite in the markets. What you think is really bad is actually really good. When there's really fearful, when there's a lot of fear, you want to be buying. Guess what I've been doing, traders? Anyway, and if there's a lot of greed, what you want to be selling, right? So, but right now there's actually not a lot of greed. There's still a lot of fear. So right now we're actually finding a bit of a double bottom here, and we're actually getting a bit of a high low here. We have a low, maybe a slight little high low. We're starting to build a bit of strength through here. But he's like, how could this thing just go back up like that? Now, if the Russell does do that, the 210 level, then again, that's actually going to be very, very powerful for the Russell. And then we're probably going to start to make a way back up to at least to the other side of this channel. Because this is a pattern that I see happens probably at least 80% of the time. Whenever you identify a channel like this, if we do end up getting the breakout like we did here, right? We get the breakout, but it doesn't actually continue going in that direction, in this case down, right? It does do that, and then suddenly we get back above it, 210. There's probably an 80% probability that when we get back above it on 210, we're gonna make our way to the other side of the end of the channel. It's just a pattern that just works time and time and time again. And it's amazing. So if we're using that exact same approach, it's one of the reasons why, the same thing for same thing for, there's not really a channel here. There's no real channel on the Dow Jones. There's actually, it's probably through there, right? There's just a lot of wicks here. But man, look at that big breakthrough today. So we have that big breakthrough, right? So the other side of the channel, if there was a channel, it's probably going to be up here at that 36,000 level to maybe 37, up this level through here. So there's a massive probability as I just said there before, traders, right? Now we've got what? False breakout. We're back inside here. Doesn't mean we're not going to go up. Doesn't mean we can't go down tomorrow, okay? Doesn't mean that. But this pattern now has told us that we're probably going to start to make a move here. And then that's why I say new highs, right? Here we go, new highs. I see new highs are coming. And so looking at that, looking at the Nasdaq as well too. The Nasdaq completely strong breakout yesterday again as well too. The Nasdaq is not quietly there yet, but we are getting a strong support level, and we're breaking out. And I did a video yesterday saying that this is actually a significant breakout. And I was saying yesterday as well too, and this is actually a really good thing about the whole textbook thing, right? If you read the textbooks, and if you read someone on the YouTube who has no freaking idea what they're talking about because they don't have experience behind them, because they haven't actually lived the markets, they just regurgitate a whole bunch of BS of what they've learned from someone else. And you know who they are, right? Because if they say, oh, well, this is a descending triangle pattern like this, and so therefore the market's definitely going to break down. What a load of horseshit, right? What a load of horseshit. That's like saying if you have a bull flag that looks like this, we're definitely going to break up. No, there's so many times that the market does this, breaks out to the downside, and it's actually a bearish move. And it's like, what? No. This is the way the markets work now, right? This is from experience from those markets. Just because we have a descending triangle pattern, in fact, it seems to be a lot more of the opposites of these days. A lot more descending triangle patterns have bullish moves. I saw recently on the Australian dollar where we had a beautiful, right? Doing this thing here. What's that? That's an ascending triangle pattern, right? It's ascending because we're pressurizing up, right? We've got a lot of resistance through here, but we're pushing. We're ascending to the upside. So textbooks say, and if you watch any of these, you have people on YouTube who are rejuvenating a whole bunch of BS because they don't have experience, right? They're just learning from textbooks. They're learning from the whole black and white, oh, let me read this paper on different patterns and all that sort of stuff, okay? This one here, this actually happened on the Australian dollar yesterday, I think it was. Maybe in the day before. Guess what happened? Went like that, whoosh, straight down, and it broke to the downside. So these patterns don't definitely mean that's going to move in one direction. And I see this a lot. Look what's happening now. Same thing for the Nasdaq, right? Finding a lot of support, trend line down. Oh my goodness, descending triangle pattern. It's going to break down, right? And then look what's happening. We're starting to break to the upside through here. So the moral of the story through here, guys, is that whenever you see these patterns, it's never about what's coming. It's more about wait for the breakout, because you can get triangle patterns. You can get even flag formations, right? Flag formations like this, or flag formations like this, or triangle patterns like this. It's all about waiting for the breakout, because I've seen so many times, even through here, right, where the market would do this on the flag formation coming through here, and then we get a break to the upside and move there. The whole purpose of this, guys, is that no matter what pattern you see when it comes to flags, triangle patterns, the most important thing is where does it break out? Because it's just really a compression pattern, okay? So, man, I went on a bit of a tangent there, didn't I? It's like, because I just see so many people doing it. It's like, no, this is not the way the markets work. I live, eat, and breathe this stuff. Have done for 17 years. It's probably why I'm so successful. But anyway, so let's actually just go... let's have a look at gold here for a minute. So gold is actually finding a lot of support. Very strong pullback with gold. I had a lot of flack. I had a lot of flack when I pointed this out. In fact, it was, what was that? It was, when did I do this here? So I did this one right here. Now through the Oh, isn't that interesting? Look at this here, right? So this was the video here, right? And I actually just brought this video up. Isn't this interesting? Look at this S&P. This is the S&P I did back on the 11th of March. See that there? March 11th. And I actually just brought the video up. Look at this here. The S&P, I was saying, I was actually drawing in what's to come. And look what happened. That's exactly what's actually started to come. Isn't that fascinating? So, but I was talking about the head and shoulder formation on gold. Where is that? Where's that head and shoulder formation on gold? Right, there we go there. Let's actually just... I actually started drawing it. Where did I draw that? All right, there. There we go, there, right? So I was drawing the head and shoulder formation through here. So that was, and I even mentioned it, I actually even called it the gold and silver head and shoulder formation. And then I talked about this, again, this is going back, what's that there? So we had this shoulder, head, shoulder formation. And then I talked about if this thing starts to break down, we're probably going to start to see a very nice move to the downside as well too. So, and that's exactly what actually happened with gold. People are like, oh, John, you're squinting. Okay. My comment, that's what someone said to my video. So, John, you're squinting. I'm like, well, I like my squinting then. My squinting, I like it then, because look what happened. I had a complete pullback through here. So, we may have been done. We may have been done now with that. We did run back down to this major level of support through here. So, I'm still very bullish overall with gold, guys. I'll get this pullback, but I still see this thing making its way back up toward these highs up here, and then even a move back up towards the 3,000 level, which is my target to come. And again, guys, when you just look at this pattern through here, right? Look at this here. Look at this. Look at all this. You know what this means, guys, right? You know what that means, right? It's just like, it's just been doing really nothing ever since the middle of 2020, right? And then that's if you look at it from there, we're likely to start doing something like this, and then when it breaks, we're going to start to see just one incredible move, especially, guys, especially by looking at the gold chart, especially if we could start to do something like this, where the market moves up, and then we have just a bit of a sideways range, and then we start to move up, build a bit of time here. What I mean by that is just build a bit of sideways range, okay? Sideways, and then we break to the upside. If we do get something like that, it's going to be so powerful that this whole energy here is going to releasing, and then we're going to see just one incredible move in gold. And it's interesting, right? Look what's happened with gold compared to Bitcoin. People, it's interesting, right? But like all of last year, people were like, oh, gold, why are you doing with gold for? Gold is hopeless. And my response to you investors, right, with gold is what? Be patient. Yeah, be patient, be patient, be patient, be patient, be patient, right? Be patient. So that's what we're looking at there when it comes to looking at gold and so on and so forth, looking at silver as well too. Again, we've actually rallied up towards this level of resistance. I drew this in yesterday. I'm like, we really need to get back above here. What's going to happen here? This is going to be like the bit of a do or die area for silver, because if we reject here and start to pull back down, we're probably likely to continue down from there. Are we going to reject this point, or are we just going to continue up? So that's going to be the interesting point looking on for the gold chart in the markets there. So, and also looking at the GDX today. GDX, a very nice pop to the upside. I actually see these the GDX and GDXJ start to make some really nice moves. We've already broken out of this downward massive leg through here, and now we're starting to see an upward leg. Same for the GDXJ as well too. We actually already started to see a very nice break to the upside. So now we've actually broken out, and you actually can see, right, a very significant double bottom through here. And then once we actually break that level, which we could be doing very, very soon, then we're going to probably like to start to see some really significant moves to the upside on the GDXJ.